Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Daniel Richler. Arabs in the media, it has been said, can be summed up in the 3 Bs: bombers, belly dancers, and billionaires. Now, not so long ago, the Globe and Mail published a guest editorial by one Rasul Junaija, a.k.a. Deejay Ra, decrying the growing preponderance of unfortunate stereotypes of South Asians in the Western media. Some of them actually quite violent, and I point you to last month's edition of Maxim magazine, in which we see a fitness instructional. In it, Mahatma Gandhi, portrayed as a nerdy peacenik, is basically having the shit kicked out of him. And I don't know exactly where the humor is, but I hope that my guests on this show will help me find it, or at least to discuss what is permissibly funny about South Asians. And here are my guests. Puja Suri, a women's rights activist working on a book about South Asian women who are victims of domestic violence. Hello.
Hi.
We have Rasul Somji, stand-up comedian, described, I have heard, as the funniest Muslim on the stage today.
Thank you.
Welcome. And we have Rasul Junaija, a hip-hop DJ at Radio Western and a political activist in his own right. So welcome, all of you. Rasul, since you started it, tell me about this kind of spectacularly unfunny cartoon.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, what were they thinking? And for the record, let's say, Keith Blanchard, editor. It's good to name the names, right? Steve Cross, the cartoonist. Right. What were they thinking?
Yeah, that's the main question. Like, I think, in a way, they kind of set a really dangerous precedent for cultural hatred, in my opinion, for something like this, because I thought long and hard, and I said, is there any type of social value to this? I mean, could anyone find this, like, funny and say this is a good thing, this will influence society for the better? And I said, wow, something had to be done.
Right.
We needed like a wake-up call to say, it's time to start looking at this differently.
Do you say this?
Oh, of course.
Do you think that's funny?
Not even slightly, no.
Do you think that's funny?
I don't see the humor yet. I'm looking hard.
I mean, Puja, do you think that's funny?
I think because I've had such an awareness and recognition of what is considered discrimination and racial hatred, to me it's not funny. However, I think maybe a few years ago, without my research and really looking within certain issues, I might find it funny, and that's a problem.
Yeah, like everyone's trying to be so open-minded here. There is some kind of graphic bloody violence as the boot is put in, the headbutts and all.
Something exactly what Gandhi does not want. Do you know what, like, with his...
Something he would have never...
He didn't want that.
Oh, that's the joke, is it?
There you go.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, like, right now, I started laughing, didn't I? I think it's funny. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, even though I'm a comedian, but it's funny.
It's your job to find the funny.
Exactly, but it's not right. It's not right because...
That's the
It's not right because, I mean, like, if you can make fun of... I mean, it's okay if I can make fun of myself, right? But at the same time, show us that we are not only the victim, but you can also give us a credit for it.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
I do.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask Rasul if you got any mail, if the Globe and Mail received a response.
Yeah, they received like 2 responses that they printed, and then I think they got a lot more, and I got a lot of personal stuff too, basically. Kind of a mix. Like, on one hand, it was like just completely... No, like, you're wrong. It's, and even our own South Asian people, the Middle Eastern people, were like, you know what, it's good that they're being racist to us because at least they're recognizing us, whereas otherwise they would just be ignoring us. And to me, that just,
Arabs, obviously.
To me, that just shows so much. It's like a sad state of like self-pity and self-anxiety. And, just to touch on what Rasul was saying, that's, I think, the most dangerous thing is that it is, a lot of these things, and even like the Apu and the Simpsons character, they are funny. But at the same time, when you do, it's like you want to laugh because they're funny, but then at the same time, you don't want to laugh because you know how racist it is and how dangerous it is as well. So
I mean, it's okay for the Apu character, right? But at the same time, if Apu character can play a convenience store guy, you can sure find an actor from India or any place who's brown and play a normal role.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to be a convenient store owner.
Exactly.
He doesn't
His
have
uncle
to be
could be a convenience store owner for all that if you wanted to do a little bit of a...
I've heard the Amos and Andy connection, the comparison, that there was a white voice basically doing this. It's kind of like minstrelsy. It's right. That is unusual. The comedian, who is the comedian who does the voice?
Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria said that he went into 200 corner stores and taxis, and he picked up the, you know, and
he really knows our people very well.
So he knows people.
It's kind of that was something with the minstrel shows in the old days too. Is they used to tell African Americans, you know, we know your people better than you do. I mean, we've studied you guys. We can, of course, we can do that.
Yeah.
And that's the most dangerous
but what can be done about it? I mean, we're here talking. We're here
that's
talking.
What we're here
right?
to talk about.
I mean, that's all going to happen. We're going to talk, but there'll be no results.
Well, that's,
I mean,
I don't agree with that.
Something might happen in the future, but it's taken very slow. Like, have you seen the movie The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
With M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
And he came out with another movie called Unbreakable. And then when I was talking to someone, like, whenever I talk to people, and they say, "Did you know it was a brown guy who made The Sixth Sense? Do you know it was Unbreakable and was made by Sixth Sense?" And I'm like, "What do you think? Like, what? It's a surprise to you?"
It's so shocking.
It's so shocking.
Wow, we could,
in Unbreakable, he was the brown gangster, and when I was talking to someone, he goes, "Wow!" I'm like, "What?"
In Signs, he plays a brown man also, who's a bit of a weirdo in a truck.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting, you know, in the 60s, Jimi Hendrix was frequently approached by black political groups who wanted him to be, you know, face, representative for their causes. I wonder if Shyamalan has been also, you know. So do you find when you write your material, on stage material, do you get flack for, you know, not towing the party line, as it were?
I still do, because like my material is based on, you know, like brown culture, Indian this, Indian that. At the same time, I'm focusing on religion too. It's not only exactly. So I mean, I focus.
Outside, you know.
Oh, I need bodyguards. Look at me, man.
Give us a sense of something that would get you typically into trouble.
Okay, like I did a show at Yuck Yucks for the all-black comedy show. And I did great. I walked in, I made everyone laugh because I was picking on religion, Muslim religion, and this was like right after September 11th. So I did great. And then when I went outside for fresh air, this Somalian person came up to me and goes, "Why are you making us look bad?" And just I'm like, what? What do you mean?
What was the joke that had offended her?
About the scarf. Like I talk about, like, growing up, everyone around me in Africa used to wear a scarf. You know, we Muslim people, we have to wear a scarf. You can, like, you know, and sometimes you can only see their two eyes.
Yeah, it's not a scarf.
It's like hijab.
Yeah.
Well, just for the people, right? I mean, I don't want to say hijab. Someone goes, hijab, what is that?
The ignorant
they
white
can
people.
learn, right?
Okay,
Exactly. So, of course, hijab.